Hello everyone, welcome to my tapping channel. Today we're going to be doing some tapping on grief and that feeling of loss. So if you are grieving a situation or a person, then this tapping will help. If it is a situation, then just substitute where I imply that it's a person with the name of the situation. Because grief happens in all kinds of loss. It's not just the loss of a loved one, it also can be the loss of a job, the loss of a lifestyle, the loss of a pet. It can be any kind of loss. Before we start though, my name is Sandra. I am the author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I offer a free clarity session to help you get clear about what may be keeping you stuck and keeping you stifled in a situation, a lifestyle that you're not happy with. It's a free 30-minute clarity session and it just helps you get clear about what's going on for you. And then if you do want to work one-on-one, we can talk about that at the end of the session. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can book that clarity session. I also have a free video called How to Heal Your Shadow through Balancing Your Energy Centers, and that is about shadow work, that inner work of exploring the beliefs that are keeping you stuck and how that applies to each chakra. So that is also in the description field below this video. So let's get on to tapping on the grief. I don't think grief really needs to be explained. I think we've all experienced it and we probably will experience it again in our lives. It is something that happens. It's a process that we go through, and tapping can really help you through the process. When you are in the middle of grief, when a situation has happened, the tapping can just help you move through the process. It's not going to stop you feeling the grief because you're in it, but it will help make it less painful. It will help you actually get through the process of grieving. It'll stop you from getting stuck. And if the grief is something that's old, so it's something that happened a few years ago and you find you're still being stuck in the grief, the tapping will actually help release the grief so that it can go and it can flow away from you, because you don't need to be holding on to it for years and years and years and years and years. It's something that you do need to move through. Okay, so with the karate chop point, just following after me. Even though I have this feeling of grief, I feel it in my heart. I'm okay. Even though I feel so sad right now, I feel at a loss. I'm okay. Even though I miss them and it feels awful, I'm going to honor how I feel. So tapping on the points, feeling this feeling of grief, feeling the loss, it feels awful. I miss them so much. I don't like it. It's not fair. Why now? It's not fair. This feeling of loss. this feeling of not fair. And there's anger too. Feeling the anger. Feeling angry. Angry at the loss. That they've gone and left me. That the world can be so cruel. It doesn't feel fair. I don't like it. Feeling this feeling of grief. Feeling this feeling of grief. Feeling the loss. Feeling the feeling of loss. Feeling it running through my body, down my legs, into the ground. Feeling it going down my body, into the ground. Feeling that feeling of loss. Feeling the feeling of emptiness. Something missing. Allowing it to just flow down my body into the ground. And taking a deep breath and letting it out. So tapping on what it is that you're feeling, tapping on what it is that you're thinking. This is what tapping's all about. It's about focusing on what you're thinking and what it is that you're feeling and getting more clarity about it. And if this is grief that's old grief, the tapping should allow it to flow and pretty much go. If you're in the middle of the grief, like it's just something you're in the middle of right now, that something's just happened and you're right in the thick of it and right in the middle of it, then just keep tapping, because the tapping will help the process continue to flow rather than it stagnate, which often happens with grief. So I hope that tapping helps. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I offer that free clarity session for 30 minutes. There's a link in the description field below this video. If you want to explore tapping and shadow work on your own, I have a course called The Wheels of Empowerment that will help you, through tapping, remove any of those most common beliefs at each chakra level, such as the beliefs around not being allowed to even be in the world, or not being a part of the world, not being allowed to express yourself, express your desire, not being clear about your vision for the future for yourself. All of those things are blockages at your chakra level, and the tapping can help unblock those so that you can start to feel like you really do belong here, that you're here on a purpose, some sort of mission. It doesn't have to be an extravagant, out there in everyone's face thing, and that you can start to see more of a clear vision for yourself. So that's the Wheels of Empowerment. There's a link in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra, and I will see you on the next video.